One of the hardest lessons I've ever had to learn in this life came cloaked in pain so suffocating it left me breathless. I'd heard it many times before. You never know who your real family and friends are until you truly fall on hard times. I'd listen, offer advice, maybe lend a shoulder, but I never truly grasped the gravity of that truth, until I fell down the rabbit hole myself. Throughout my life I was loved by many. Friends were abundant, family, even more so. I'd stumbled through bad situations before, but I always managed to land on my feet, supported by those I trusted. I believed I was the exception. I thought I was the one people would always show up for no matter what. I imagine most people think that, until reality slaps them awake, and the last fall it always hits the hardest. I had everything a man, a father, a husband could ask for. One lustful invitation and a false accusation changed it all. My ability to land on solid ground vanished. I was in a freefall, no parachute, no control. One unexpected coworker threw me a lifeline. She meant well and provided a resource, but that resource drained what little I had left. And the crowd of friends and family I once had? Nowhere to be found. I called out. No one answered. I waited. No one came. The silence was deafening. The weight of it all nearly crushed me. Then I landed. Hell isn't what religion paints it to be. I would have gladly faced a horned demon with a pitchfork over what I actually faced. Darkness, isolation, despair. In the midst of the storm, solitude felt like a curse. I longed for love, for connection, for someone to ride with me, to guide me. I begged, prayed, pleaded for relief. In desperation, we often cry out to something higher. And believe it or not, there's always an answer. Just never the one we expect. That darkness led me to a place I was wholly unprepared to face myself. Not since my days in the military had anything tried to break me this completely. I once believed that if a man was broken and rebuilt, it couldn't happen again. I was wrong. The only path left was inward. I resisted. I raged. I blamed. I cursed God. How could an all-knowing creator let me lose everything because of a lie? I entered doors marked revenge, anger, retribution. I plotted, dreamed of rising up just to throw it in the faces of those who betrayed me. But rage doesn't heal, it burns. Eventually, I walked into the next door. Addiction. 3 years. Substance after substance. I numbed the pain, silenced the demons, temporarily. But my insanity was seeping out, visible to anyone who looked close enough. People walked on eggshells. They were afraid of what I might become if I shattered completely. Then came the shift. One woman, brave and unfiltered, sat me down and told me the truth, raw and uncut. Her words broke something in me, but in the breaking, I found release. Around the same time, a close friend and partner in substance abuse got a second chance at his old life. That gave me my first glimmer of hope. I vowed to quit. But as always, when you try to rise, temptation comes dressed in gold. Still, I pressed forward. I knew I had to heal, so I returned inward. I faced every demon, opened every dark door, and began to calm the storm inside me. In that darkness I found a light. Tests came from every direction. None harder than an ex-girlfriend who re-entered my life. We loved each other, but our timing was always wrong. I thought I was ready, thought I could handle it. But she became a distraction, and I lost sight of my path trying to fix her life. She didn't return the energy, and in the end, she betrayed me. It stung, but not as deeply as it once would have. I saw the lesson. I chose gratitude over resentment. We still speak, rarely. I still love her, but I'll never walk that road again. With clarity returned, I stayed the course. The tests faded. Real companionship and growth took their place. Slowly, the darkness lifted. After 3 years of wandering in the shadows, I emerged into light. And this time I didn't fear the dark. I embraced it. I made it serve me. My journey isn't finished. Far from it. But now I walk in light. At the end of this cycle, I've learned hard but valuable truths about family and friends. The desire to collect love like trophies feeds only the ego. You can find real family, even in hell. Those you love the most often cut the deepest. Blood doesn't make family, loyalty does. You can't choose your blood, but you can choose your tribe. To those who stood by me, who showed up when no one else did, thank you. You know who you are. You are forever special to me. I love each and every one of you. And I'll always be here for you. Just like you were for me. Life tests us all, but your tribe defines you. Who showed up for you when the world turned dark? Share your story in the comments below. I'm reading everyone. Subscribe for more journeys through the shadows and into the light. Let's heal together.